Anyway, let's get into this. Early prelims. I know we don't normally go into it. Carlos Ulberg is kicking off the prelims.
That is crazy.
He's against the 13-1 Nicolae Negumereanu.
Yeah.
I've been practicing that name.
Yeah, good. Be careful on that last name.
Bit hard on the end. That is kicking off the early prelims.
Yeah,
so
that's
this time,
insane.
what time would that be? Would that be about 3 o'clock our time?
7 a.m. our time.
The early prelims kick off at 7.
Apparently, yeah.
Let's have a look at this. It is.
That's
good.
Awesome.
Pay-per-views are always a little bit later, aren't they?
Yeah.
They do accommodate.
There's going to be a long card.
Oh, very long card. When's the main kickoff? 11. Jesus. So this won't be wrapped up till probably 2:30 in the Arvo.
Yep.
Jeez, lucky I'm watching it on Foxtel, Diana Zavora, and don't have to wait till 6:30 to download it. Diana Zavora, everyone, from Foxtel. She sent me some more posters as well for this card. And she did send me this card. And a lot of boxing ones. Great work, Diana Zavora. Doing a great job.
Hell yeah.
All right. So who do you reckon? I'm just out of curiosity. I don't see Ulberg getting beaten, even though Nicolae's 13-1.
Nicolae's really good.
Ulberg, though.
Oh, this is such a tough fight to call, and to kick off with this fight, that's
It could kill my
insane.
multi in fight number
Straight
1.
away. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't know. Nicolae's really well-rounded. I mean, he's got so many KO wins, but he's an all-round fighter. Carlos, he's got the hands. He has the juice, but it's...
That was for James Wells, by the way.
But I'll never forget with Carlos, his first fight in the UFC, I remember he started off so well first round, and then just gassed out so fast. And he's won twice since then, but
He's won 4 times since then. He's gone 4. He's
4
won
times since his first fight?
Yeah.
What, with Kennedy?
No, he's beat Ike. I think everyone beats
No,
Ike.
you're looking at Nicolae.
Who are you talking about?
I'm looking at Carlos.
Oh, sorry. Disregard my lines.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
Sorry.
No, you've had a big weekend.
Against, what's that? He lost against
Kennedy.
Nchukwu or whatever.
Yeah,
yep.
that always sticks in my head because he started off so well, landed so many punches. I was like, there's no way he loses.
And then he just dropped his bundle, didn't he?
The second round, just immediately different fighter. Just so tired. And he's won twice since then, but I can't get that out of my head, you know? So I don't know. It's going to be a tough fight.
What's Nicolae known for? Nicolae's known for the KOs as well. A couple of subs in there.
Yep. I kind of lean towards Nicolae, but I think because Carlos is fighting on the same card as like Adesanya and Brad Riddell.
It is a heavy...
I got a feeling maybe they'll all just... And Dan Hooker as well. Maybe they'll all just do that thing where all the Aussies win. All the New Zealanders win, you know?
Or they all choke.
Yeah.
I think it main event's going to be...
I'm going to Nicolae on that one, though.
Have you got any odds for us?
I do.
Tell me some odds.
Right off the bat, Nicolae underdog, $2.04. And Carlos is $1.81.
I think Carlos. I'm going to get Carlos. I'm pretty sure.
Fair enough. I'll chop and change that one.
Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She had a title shot in 2016.
She used to be good, hey?
She was just ice cold, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And just got it done. She went 2-7 after that title shot and retired. You remember she retired?
Oh, I don't remember her retiring.
I'm sure she retired, and then after 1 year, she came back and she won, and she was in tears that she got that when she submitted Felice Herrig, who is not
that great
a quality fighter.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day. Yeah. She got starched by Jessica Andrade.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jessica Andrade? Did you see any photos or anything of Jessica Andrade?
I think I remember them because they're scarred in my fucking brain.
Jesus, well, don't go on to OnlyFans, all right? What's wrong? We're trying to keep this place classy.
I don't.
Yeah?
I never go on to OnlyFans. It always just pops up in our group chat for some reason.
I don't know how that happens. Okay, who she's up against? Silvana Gomez Juarez, which is KO specialist. 7. This is what impresses me. We're talking women's strawweight here. 7 of her 11 wins of IKO. Which is very good.
That's
She's
awesome.
coming off a win against Lena. Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
Have it? Oh, well, geez, that's a big surprise. I've got ads. I got to get YouTube Premium. I should. There's a lot of things I should do. So this is her fight at 275 in the prelims. Now, Li Jingna. There is something I'm going to bring up now. I may cut it out. What a massive
overhand.
You see it from the top. Have a look at how far Silvana steps into it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. What a hit.
Her head's almost equal with her hips.
Yeah.
Oh, she is out.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's a massive hit. Anyway, this comes back to the question that I always have.
Yep.
Is I'm guessing she's had breast augmentation. That's got to be dangerous.
Yeah?
That's got to, so you can tell.
Yeah.
But that's got to be dangerous for a fighter. Could they wear some guard or something?
I mean, what could happen? What, it just explodes? Like,
I think. Imagine getting kicked.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they must have some sort of padding or something.
Must do something. I don't know.
Or maybe she just had a really good doctor. We don't know.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Misha Tate claims that she has and she can clear. Didn't they cancelled a fight because they didn't allow it? Who was that? Was that
Oh, we've talked about this before.
Oh, what's her name? Pearl Gonzalez. That's who it is. That's right. Yeah. Pearl Gonzalez. That happened to her. I think they're a bit more lax now on the rules.
I hope so.
Anyway.
Yeah, I reckon Silvana's going to do Karolina in.
So do I. Karolina is not who she used to be.
Yeah, and it's good money as well. Silvana's the underdog.
Really?
201.
Oh, that's free money. That is. Julian the Outlaw Ward is fighting very soon as well. He's fighting very soon, isn't he?
I swear he fights every weekend.
He should. It's what the crowd wants. What I want.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
Yeah,
explosive professional wrestling, everyone.
There we go. I swear
we're keeping it classy here. 17th of December. There we go.
Jeez.
Awakening number 21. I think he's defending his belt against Mad Mikey Nichols. I should know that right. I don't need to know his name. I just need to know. I just need to know Julian the Outlaw Ward.
I wonder do you think Julian?
I'm going to call him out as well.
Yeah. Oh, you better.
I should.
You better do it. Do you reckon Julian? Because I don't know that scene very well, right? I only know Julian Ward because everyone.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
the Outlaw.
Do you reckon he is like the star of that whole wrestling league or whatever you'd call it?
He must be up there.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's the champ.
They do it well
all the time, so they obviously love him.
We need to go to an event. We talk it up. We need to go to an event. We'll all dress
black tie.
I told because I wanted to go as Halloween as Randy Macho Man Savage, and my wife goes Miss Elizabeth. She was having none of it. And one of the boys that came in from the PCR, I've got him up here. I'll show you. Have you seen the boots he dropped off?
No.
Stand by. I'll take that out. Nice to see we're keeping it professional here. Yeah, he gave me the Hulkmania bandana. See, that's like the actual official bandana. Feel that. It's no junk.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he went Hulk Hogan something.
Stretchy.
So, yeah, it's good. It's good. And, we should do that.
That's so cool.
I'll go as Hulk, so you can go as Macho Man, and Alec can go as like the JYD or something.
I have to be Rey Mysterio because I'm so small.
I've got a Rey Mysterio mask there.
Do you? I used to have one as well. Oh, watch out. Oh, yes. Holy crap.
If you want it.
I'm not going to
No, go and put it on. If you want, only if you want it. I'll be honest, I couldn't get that on my head.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get it on my head for sure. Oh, Jesus Christ, it is tight.
Is it? You got to pull down the back.
What do we reckon?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That looks great.
I'll do the whole podcast like this. My fucking nose. I've got the wog nose. Oh, let me take a photo of this. This is
how unprofessional. This show has gone off the rails in the early prelims.
Looks so dumb.
All right. Should we get back on this? Oh, there's I should have downloaded this shitty copy
Honestly,
of
Albert
Photoshop.
that is the shape of his head.
Did you see those 3D printer that Harry did? The UFC rings?
These are 3D printed.
Yeah, he bought a 3D printer.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what they are. How cool's that?
I thought you just bought them.
Nah, I don't buy stupid stuff.
It's true.
Look at this table.
You did your classic find it on the side of the road.
No, if you have a look, they're, yeah.
That's
They're
awesome.
that's all one piece. They're pretty good, aren't
That's
they?
so cool.
Yeah, nice. Got to paint it, though.
Yeah. That's easy to do. You'll be right.
Should we get back to this UFC?
Yeah.
Matt Frivola, he is no joke.
You don't think so?
I thought that was a bit rough, putting him in the early prelims.
Yeah.
I thought so.
I mean, it's a stacked card, though. Who would you replace him with?
I think... Oh, jeez, we are all over the shop today. So bad. Who else would I put down there? You're right. It's a stacked card. But Ulberg, Karolina, just because of everyone's interested in how she's going to go.
Yep.
I suppose you're right. I'm wrong there. I did see Montel Jordan there. Montel Jackson. When I heard Montel Jackson, do you ever remember Montel Jordan?
No.
Where the fuck is it?
That's going to be an interesting fight. Matt Frivola versus Ottman. Ottman making his debut. Oh, is this...
Montel Jordan.
Oh, awesome.
I know. I thought that was Montel Jackson. I had a joke lined up there, but I completely butchered it because I didn't have it ready. That's unlike me. So anyway, so that's it. So even the early prelims are stacked. If I was up at 7, which I might be, doubt it, but if I am, tell me this: where ESPN ESPN Plus, and UFC Fight Pass, it is never. The early prelims are never on Foxtel.
Really?
Yep, never see them. Honestly, we get the prelims, but never get the early prelims.
I didn't know. I don't have Foxtel. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Do I have to tell Diana Devora?
Please don't. Please don't tell.
That's it. It never shows it. It's always some pre-show with someone like not even DC. It's someone, maybe Kenny Florian or something. Talking. I don't want to see that. I want to see the early prelims.
Yeah. Just
disappointed.
get UFC Fight Pass.
I should do. One of the boys at work has got it.
UFC Fight Pass for the early prelims, and then the rest on Foxtel. There you go.
Foxtel.
Because you got to support Foxtel.
Got to support Foxtel. Done as Zavora, everyone. Anyway, let's get on the prelims. Molly McCann, Meatball McCann's against Erin Blanchfield. Okay.
That's a good fight.
Paddy Pimblett is fighting next month at 282. Why isn't Molly McCann on that?
Yeah, that's strange.
They always go together.
That's very strange.
It's sort of like a little bit of a combo, aren't you? You're always expecting Paddy to go in there.
I've got a feeling
that Blanchfield is going to starch Molly McCann.
Yeah, because Molly is not fighting the same card as Paddy, and they give each other momentum.
Paddy will be there. Where is this being held? Let's have a look at this. I should know this.
I do love Molly, though.
She's a lot better than she was.
It's just the reach difference is huge. 10 centimetres between them.
I should be more prepared today. I'm not.
Well, we only decided we'd become here yesterday, so...
Shit, this one's Madison Square Garden.
Holy crap.
Okay, well, I reckon Paddy will be there then. Madison Square Garden, that's a big step up.
Definitely.
284's in Perth. Still working on those press passes. Still working on it. So Molly McCann's against Ellen Blanchfield. I just said the only thing I got to say about that one was I'm surprised she's not on the Paddy card. I'm surprised Paddy isn't on this card.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
I think Paddy would have gone in there to replace Frankie and Edgar against Chris Guitierrez.
Yeah, true. That makes sense.
But then against Frankie the answer, Edgar, he deserves to be on the main card, even though he's had a bit of a rough.
I'm glad he's on the main card because he's going to be his last fight.
It has to be.
I think he said it. I'm pretty sure he said it like last week or something.
He's 41.
Yeah,
that's old.
Yeah,
so old guy like me. So, what are the odds for these two?
The odds for Molly
against Erin.
Erin's $1.23 and Molly's $4.20.
Molly's unpredictable though.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get, but Erin, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good everywhere. I can't really see Molly. I think Molly might struggle with this. I don't think she'll get knocked out, but yeah.
I think Molly, just being that very aggressive, very strong woman. I think she's relied on that a fair bit. Not bagging around. Well, I am bagging around a little bit. But I think when you come up against a fighter who's a specialist in one field, I think she's gonna get done. I'm gonna go Blanchfield on this one.
You know what fight I'm looking forward to?
Tell me the next one.
Andre Petroski and Wellington Turman.
That's in the prelims as well.
Just before Erin Blanchfield. That's going to be a banger.
Tell me about these two, mate. Take it.
Oh, mate.
Take
Andre
it.
Petroski is an absolute monster on the ground.
Tell a look at his
He
card.
has such a big gas tank. Can wrestle like a motherfucker.
Has never been to the judges.
Nah, submits everyone. And he's got good hands as well. His hands are underrated. But Wellington Turman, I think this is such a good matchup for both of them because Wellington will just go at it. He will not stop. He's such a rough guy. And he's the underdog going into this, and he's a big underdog.
What is he? So he's 6 foot. How tall is... Oh, both 6 foot. I thought Wellington may have had a bit of height on him there.
Wellington's paying $2.78. I might jump on that. That's tempting. Very juicy.
Turn that volume down. Shame on me. Wellington's got a nice record.
Yeah, they both have great records.
Back-to-back wins. Sam Alvey beat Misha. Misha just got cut as well.
Serkinov?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needed to.
Yeah, that's a good win, though.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah. I'm going to back Wellington in that.
Oh, that's a nice call. I like it. That bet is... I do like the juice.
There was... You do like the juice.
I do like
Brad.
the juice. Everyone knows that.
There was one fight on The Ultimate Fighter, which is where Andre Petroski came from, that I believe he actually lost. And I think it was because, just from memory...
Against Brian Battle?
Yeah.
And ninja choke. What the hell's a ninja choke?
I've got no idea what a ninja choke is. But, Andre just... Oh, I can't even really remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure he gassed out quite fast. But then, since then, he's like obviously made the right adjustments because he's gone on a massive streak. But yeah, I don't know. I think someone like Wellington, who is not going to stop coming forward, is a pretty bad matchup for Andre. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
So a ninja choke is almost like a standing...
Das.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like a Das.
That's it. It's not like everyone just thinks you're either going to get done by guillotine or rear naked. They're the only two.
Yeah.
But when you throw in ankle locks, arm bars...
There's so much more. Actually, that reminds me, on a real quick note.
Quick note.
OJ Academy in Bibra Lake.
OJ Academy.
I'm not there anymore, but they went to the Pan Pacifics.
Tell me about Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu.
Melbourne, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was... they've got a few boys there. So Sam, who's a really good friend of mine, obviously Justin, the coach, and Brad, who was another good mate of mine down there. They all showed up to the Pan Pacifics, one of the biggest comps in Australia, I'd say. So many people there. I'm pretty sure Tito, the milkman Carl, was there that we've talked about before.
Oh, Tito. Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure he was there.
The guy that chugs the milk.
Yeah.
Didn't we watch his video the other week? That's right.
We did. I message him all the time on the Grokka page.
You're messaging my nephew, trying to give me shit. I saw that and I was like, I should actually shout out to Caden with a horrible haircut. Caden, take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Cut that hair. Look like a clown.
What would your parents think?
I know. And what were you doing in my old car as well?
Was he?
Yeah, he's in my old car. His sister bought my old car. He was there thrashing it. You better take care of that car, Caden. I'll drive up to Northam and sort you out. So keep going.
But yeah, OJ, they showed up. I believe they got a few wins because there was another person there that I haven't met that competed with them. I believe they all got a couple wins, and just good on them. Shout out to OJ.
Oh, Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu, Bibra Lake,
Makes
Discovery Drive, is it?
Yeah, Discovery
Drive. See, I know. It's ingrained in me. If I'm ever down in the Bibra Lake district and I feel like rolling, doing a bit of BJJ, Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu is the place to be.
Oh, God, yeah. As Alec would say. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Alec. Hope he's enjoying Vietnam as we speak. Could be here giving me a hand, but he's not. What did I just do there? All right, next up. Now, this is mid-prelims. Dominick Reyes against Ryan Spann.
That's so rough.
Just off the top of your head, we're working the other way this time. We're going to say who we're thinking who's going to win, and then tell me why. Who do you think?
Ryan Spann.
So do I. I do.
I knew you were going to say that.
I do. Spann is coming off a win. I'll talk about Ryan Spann first. Coming off a win over Ion Kutalaba. Kutalaba is a multi-killer. I know you don't like... Oh, Jesus.
I hate him.
I know you don't like him. He's still a good fighter. His only losses are to Johnny Walker and Anthony Smith. Okay. Did you remember his fight, Ryan Spann against Johnny Walker?
No.
Ryan Spann, I've got the video right here. Ryan Spann, I have to cut this down, but Ryan Spann had this fight won. Had it won.
Yep.
Sent him back. He was rocked. He would not give up on trying to get this takedown. Johnny Walker was up against the fans, and it cost him the fight. You'll see. Look, he's on top, dominating.
Yep. Oh.
Now this takedown, right, will not let it go.
Yep. He's hanging onto that leg. Oh, he's out.
And that's it.
Jesus. When was this?
This was a while ago. Have a listen. Just have a listen to when Johnny Walker lands his elbow. You have a listen to what it sounds like. Oh, got him on the top of the jaw or something.
Oh, Jesus.
But he was, like, you see him at the start here. He's dominating him on the ground.
Yep.
Johnny rolls off. Nearly got him in a triangle.
Yeah.
Puts him down. And then just had so much luck on the ground.
He should have kept it on the feet just then while he was rocked.
Oh, that elbow was savage. Now that's cut down, so you only saw Johnny Walker maybe throw 10 hammer fists. He threw about probably 20.
Okay.
And obviously that's cut down.
Yeah.
When was that? Let's have a look at this. That was a couple of years ago. When was that? 2020. Oh, so not that long ago. 2 years ago. Just over 2 years ago. But look at the run he was on. He was on a massive run.
Yeah.
Gets KO'd by Johnny Walker. Beats Misha. Gets subbed by Smith. Smith was good. And then beats Ion. I think he's very underrated. Very, very underrated. Where is he? He's ranked 12 in that division. That loss to Johnny Walker, that's what got him.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he can never... he can eventually, but he's going to have to stay below Walker for a while.
Yeah.
And Walker's just unpredictable.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with Walker.
No. Dominick Reyes, he was touted as the next big thing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was going so well.
Well, he beat John Jones, so...
14 out of 21 media outlets actually said that. I read that yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, 14 out. So
Wow.
2/3 of media outlets scored it for Dominick Reyes. I think that was how I think title fights should be, in the sense of it was very, very close, could have gone either way, and I think to get the belt you have to beat the title, beat the champ. That doesn't always happen. You have a look at Moreno.
Yeah.
I don't think he lost in the third one. Or I think it was close enough to let him keep it. Maybe Max and Volk in the first one. Even though Volk did get the win, I think Max did enough to at least...
Same here, yeah.
So, and then...
See, that's my problem, though. Like, the people that use that, Alec, when he says...
This is bang,
when
Alec.
he's like, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ.
Yeah.
We were so happy when Volk won that first fight against Max, which was a close fight. But then as soon as the second fight comes along, where I still scored it for Max.
I thought Max won the second. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And then explain the first fight. Like, it just didn't really make sense to me.
That third fight, though, was a complete domination by Volk.
Yeah,
absolute
close.
How do you reckon he's going to go against Makhachev?
I really love Volk. I want him to win so badly, but I don't like his chances.
I truly believe he will fight Makhachev in Perth.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I really think it's going to happen. I'm not saying that.
Well, Makhachev.
I'm saying I know, but I've made some pretty good tips in my day, and I reckon that's going to happen. Can you imagine that? Imagine the entourage that's going to be here in Perth.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to handle it.
No.
Imagine the shit outside. You're going to have Khabib in the corner.
Yeah.
Going to have all that. Imagine if Volk gets it done.
Yeah. I've applied for the pre-sale tickets.
They're pricey.
Yeah, but I'll fucking do it.
I'll get it done. I'm still working on that press pass. Maybe we can go through Foxtel.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Dana Zavora. I've mentioned your name 15 times. She's probably getting hit up by all these people. Just going, who the hell is... Please... She messaged me, please stop using my name. Who are you? Stop calling me. She's great. Dana
No more posters.
Block you. So, what were we even talking about? So, Dom Reyes fought John Jones early 2020, not that long ago, for the title. Including that, he's gone 0-3. He's been KO'd by Yarn and spinning back fist KO by Jiri. I thought he was going to beat Jiri.
I've got to say, I don't know what's going on at Sportsbet, but Ryan Spann is a 278 underdog.
Oh, I'm going to have to... I don't know which one of these buttons. I'm going to use this one.
That works.
It has the juice in it. I do like the other one. Some little kids singing about corn.
Just right off the bat, every fight that we've picked, if you combine them, you get $31 odds. Like, they're all underdog.
It has the juice, that one. My 1,000,000 to 1 is going to be...
It's going to be 1,000,000,000,000 to 1 by the time you do that multi.
The juice. I did put a bet on once, 4 billion to 1. I did. And this is honestly how mad it was. And this isn't a joke. A guy from Sportsbet called me and said, I think you've made an error. And I said, I don't make errors. No, I said, he goes, I think you've made an error. You've got this 4.1 billion to 1 bet on. We only pay out. Good on him. Good on the Sportsbet. He called me and said, we only pay out a maximum of $1 million.
Wow.
And I said, all right. He goes, do you want me to refund your dollar, right? And put the bet on again. And I said, no, I'll just take the $1 million when it comes through. And this guy's just dead silence. So just to let everyone know, the $1 million to 1 that I put on, that is a legitimate bet and you can win $1 million, but you can't win over $1 million. So sometimes my bet will come in at like 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So you have to cut it down to only putting on 90 cents. Just letting people know, because I know that the $1 million to 1 bet is the most sought after bit of information people get each week. Now, Dom's ranked 7. Spann is 12. Hang on, let's have a look where these rankings are going here. Okay, if Ryan Spann gets up, where does he go? Because he's not going to... He's only going to be able to go to 9 at the most.
Yeah. I think just got bring him to 9. That's it.
And what do you reckon? Reyes would drop probably to 11?
Yeah, because Johnny's been losing. Oh, wait, did he lose his last fight, Johnny?
Who's that?
Walker.
No, he got up, remember?
Oh, right. Well, then I think you just got to bring... Because Dom, if he loses, that'll be...
Double-check that before... Yeah, he did. He beat Ion.
Oh, okay. I think...
By a choke.
Yeah. Gross. I think if...
You said Iron is going to wrestle the hell out of Johnny Walker.
Yeah,
I still remember.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you said. You tipped Ion.
Yeah, I know. Every time I tip him, he loses, so I hate him.
He's a multi-killer. He's on the list of multi-killers.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, no, I think he just drops down to where number 12. I think he goes down. Dominick goes down number 12, where Ryan was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pretty much reckon they're going to... Oh, I don't think Ryan Spann... He should go to 7.
Yeah.
I think he should. I think that's fair. What about Sean O'Malley jumping 10 spots?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That is... And TJ dropped 3. Oh, you know what? I'm happy TJ dropped 3 spots because he was obviously injured.
Yeah.
And he cost me a multi. Well, 8 fighters cost me that multi on that card.
Yeah.
But still.
I don't understand how people thought TJ was going to win that fight.
I did.
I know you did.
I did. I was very confident.
I was like literally just looking at him, especially in his fight previous with Corey Sandhagen, which I still don't think he won. You could just tell he coming into that fight, you could tell he was like injured. He looked hurt going into that fight. So then going into this one, it was like, there's no way he's going to win this. And actually, James Krause, remember him?
Yeah.
So
he's a coach now.
He's a coach now. But he was also coaching while he was fighting as well. It was awesome. Anyway, he's got a podcast that I follow, and he gives like tips or whatever. And one of the things he said about TJ was, I don't think he has a chance because he is just so hurt. And I was like, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm on the same page as James Krause.
You're basically the same person. You're basically the same skill level.
Exactly.
But how good did Aljamain look, though?
Oh.
He looked so good. Yeah. Best I've ever seen him look.
Yep, I agree.
Broke my heart. I tipped TJ. I like Aljamain, but I was so confident on that one.
Yeah.
Next up, last one to round off the prelims, we've got Matt Riddell versus Moicano.
Good fight.
This is a tough fight for Riddell.
Yeah.
Who you going? Let me just. I'll throw mine in.
Yeah, go first.
First, I'm going to go Moicano.
Okay.
This is why I thought Dominick, Reyes and Ryan Spann should have headlined the prelims. Riddell and Moicano are both coming off a loss. Riddell's dropped the last two.
Yep.
Moicano, did you see how confident he was against RDA?
Yeah, and he came in on really short notice, eh?
He was so confident. I thought he knows something that I don't.
Yep.
RDA held him down for 5 rounds.
Yeah. Had
5 takedowns, 13 minutes of control, and was almost double the amount of strikes. So that was an easy win. He won 50-45 from memory.
Yeah. But RDA also has been around for so long, seen it all. Like, a lot more experience than Moicano. So it doesn't really surprise me that much.
He just looked so confident going in.
Yeah.
It was I've never seen coming off a loss as well. I just could not believe how comfortable Moicano looked. But he just got mauled.
Yeah,
5 rounds. I think Moicano's a better fighter.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think I'm going to go with Moicano as well on that.
Have we got some odds for us?
Yeah, Moicano's the favourite, $1.79. Brad Riddell, $2.07.
It's amazing there's so many Kiwi fighters and it's not in New Zealand.
They've done that a few times now, hey?
I know Izzy gets a lot of the city kickboxing crew on the card with him.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. All right, that's it. We're on to the main card.
Yeah, let's do it.
1 hour 19. We're actually not going too bad because you're in gas bag for so much at the start there. First up, who we got kicking off the main card?
Let me have a look.
Okay, I'll tell you. We've got Dan the Hangman Hooker versus Claudio
Puelles.
What do you reckon?
Dan, big reach advantage in this one, as per usual, really. Oh, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting fight. Looks like Puelles is a bit of a submission specialist.
Sub-specialist.
I don't know. I kind of lean towards Dan in this, to be honest. I think even though he's had a rough go, he has fought some quality fighters. He has not had a non-quality fight in years.
Probably his last one. Even Ally Quinter's pretty tough.
Yeah, I put Al in that discussion as well.
Also, James Vick was probably his last...
Yeah.
His last decent, his last opponent that was on the slide.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's had 7 fights against just some absolute savages.
Yep.
Felder, Hardnut, Poirier, Chandler.
Yep.
Got the win over Nasrat.
Yeah, and that's what makes me think that he might get the win here, to be honest. Because, so he's gone from Ally Quinter, Paul Felder, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, down to Nasrat in terms of skill level, let's be honest. And then he's gone Islam, Arnold Allen. I think Puelles, or however you say his name, is that step down for him that he needs.
He's around the Nasrat region.
And I think coming into this card, he's going to be really confident with the mates that he has around him and the coaches and everything. I think they're going to be in full force. So, I'm going to go with Dan on this one.
He needs a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is one loss away from just being that guy that hangs between 10 and 15 and gets a win now and gets a loss and just hangs around. I don't know. Claudio, he lost the tough finals a few years back. He's gone 5-0 since then.
Jeez.
He loves the knee bar.
Yeah.
Sub-specialist.
Yeah. I
think Claudio's going to try to get this onto the ground very quick. And Dan, I mean, I know he was submitted by Islam Makhachev quite quickly, but there's you can be a sub-specialist and then you can be Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, Islam, whole new level.
What do you reckon his chin's like? He's been KO'd a couple of times. I don't think Claudio's going to knock him out.
No, I don't think so either. If Claudio wins, it'll be by sub or just dominating on the ground in terms of control.
Yeah.
But I trust Hooker's ability here in this fight, to be honest. There's no odds for the fight, so that sucks. But, yeah.
He seems to come out, if Hooker's going to win, he seems to come out and knock the person out in the first round or, get it done quite quickly. Yeah. I haven't seen him too often. When was his last... I mean, I know he went... I'm talking about if he stops his opponent. When was the last one? James Vick was the last person he stopped, from memory. Yeah, and that was in round... Oh, that's James Vick. That was round 1. Gilbert Burns, round 1. Jim Miller, round 1.
Dan Hooker, not on Sportsbet, but on some other app, is a 160 favourite.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think so as well, because this is going to be a step up for Claudio.
Claudio's ranked 36 from memory. Let's have a look what he is. 36. Yeah, I did have to find that.
Very big step up.
I think Dan needs to strike again.
Yeah.
He sort of holds off a little bit. And he was just that hard nut Kiwi that just threw real stiff jabs and just body shots and just ended people.
Yeah.
He did that to Gilbert Burns.
But he did, yeah. But even with Hooker as well, if he doesn't get it done fast, he would back in the day, turn it into just a bloody mess.
Yeah.
You know, like he'd really get in there. So I'd love to see the old Dan Hooker again.
Do you think that fight against Poirier was the right call?
Yeah. I thought I had Poirier winning that one.
I think I was a bit one-eyed in that fight.
That was such a good fight.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
But he just had the chin. He could just take anything, could he?
Yeah.
Couldn't he? And then Michael Chandler came, and Arnold Allen.
I remember when Michael Chandler came into the UFC. I was so hype. And I just had a feeling something special was going to happen in his debut.
I thought he was going to get done by Hooker.
Yeah, I remember you thinking that.
I was thinking, yeah, he's coming in, but this isn't Bellator.
Yeah.
And from memory, he was coming off a loss to Pitbull, wasn't he?
Yeah.
His last fight in Bellator was a loss.
Yeah, Patricia.
No, sorry, it wasn't. That was like 3 before in that. So he
beat Benson.
Beat Sydney. Yeah, that's right, in the Outlaw.
Who are you going?
Yeah, I think Dan Hooker's going to get this done. Claudio is very good on the ground, but you have a look at some of Claudio's as opponents, and they don't compare. I mean, Clay Guida submitted Guida, which is not an easy thing to do.
That's true. Yep.
Jordan Levitt.
Yeah, that's kind of. It was a decision. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair enough then. I was going to say if he's sub Jordan, that's not too hard to do either. But
I don't know. I think this is a massive step up for Claudio. I don't think Claudio's. I just don't think. I think it's going to be too much for him. Main card, Madison Square Garden against Dan Hooker.
It's a big step.
Imagine every Kiwi in the east of America is going to be at Madison Square Garden for this. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Up next, the final fight, Frankie the Answer Edgar. All right, Chris Guitierrez. Now, this guy has done it tough. I believe he's done tough, all right? He's 6-0-1 in his last 7. So his last 7, he hasn't lost. Now, with that draw, I don't know if you remember this one, he came in, he got taken down early in the first round. The guy did nothing on him, but he was on his back, absolutely dominated him first round, but no damage. So 10-8 round, and then Chris won the second too, and it was a draw. Have a look at where they'll put Chris on the card, okay? So he's second last. We're talking prelim card, second last. We're talking third last on the prelim. He's the opening prelim.
Oh, Jesus.
He's the opening prelim. They've just dubbed him. Anyhow, last one was he got main card there, but that card was Dern versus Rodriguez, so it wasn't even a pay-per-view.
But he's a good fighter.
And then he got dropped back to prelims for the Blades and Dorcas card.
Has he?
He's getting a rough deal. I don't think he's ranked either. Is he ranked? He's not even ranked.
Jesus.
Should be ranked after this if he gets this win.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, he has got some of the best leg kicks in that division.
Yep.
Just lighting up. I think he won. I think he's got one or at least one, maybe 2 fights winning by leg kicks.
Yep.
So he's still unranked. Frankie is 12. I think.
That's rough.
I don't know. Well, Frankie. All right, let's go to Frankie. Frankie's 2-5 in his last 7. He's been KO'd in 4 of those 7 losses.
Jesus.
And badly.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one against Sandhagen?
Yeah, that was
Frankie the Answer. So, and it's not just that. I went into some of his stats. Some of the volume strikes that he's taken as well.
Yeah.
Like he has just taken an absolute flogging. So since, he went for the interim back in 2016, that was UFC 200, that was a while ago. He got KO'd with that up elbow by Ortega, which put him down. Took a flogging against Max Hollywood. Korean Zombie knocked him out.
Yep.
Sandhagen with that flying knee. And then Marlon Vera most recently with that front kick.
He was fighting well in that Marlon Vera fight. But I knew one of those front kicks from Marlon was going to land because he kept throwing him. And Frankie was not doing anything about it.
Just hitting the chest or clipping him.
Yep.
And then that one got through and just ruined him. That flying knee from Sandhagen, though.
Oh, that was so satisfying, though.
Because what's that? So it's a 9-month break. How long would it take you to recover from a bad knockout? Okay, at 40 years old.
40 years old, I think it would take you so long. Like, I don't know. You just at that age, you're just. I don't think you can recover as quick. Like, it's just not possible.
No.
I don't know. I think once you get knocked out that badly, like Khabib says it all the time. Like when Tony Ferguson took that beating from Gaethje, he was like, "You don't recover from that." And
that was an absolute flogging, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you think about it, do you remember when he beat Gray Maynard and he got dropped 3 times?
Yeah.
So that was 11 years ago, and he was getting dropped a lot. I mean, not saying. I mean, his recovery is excellent.
Yeah.
But you think he was what, 30? He was 30 years old then, and he was getting dropped. And since then, he's fought some heavy hitters. Chad Mendez can hit. Jeremy Stevens, Yara Reyes, Ortega, Cub Swanson. Oh, Cub's having a bit of a rough run, but he's fought. He's taken an absolute flogger.
Yeah. Yep, it's true.
I was trying to get. There's no website that tells you how many significant strikes I've actually absorbed, but Frankie would have to be right up there.
Oh God, yeah. He has to be
taking a flogging. Anyway, so he's 41. So he's announced that this is his retirement fight, has he?
I'm pretty sure he said it.
That's
I saw
fair.
something last week where he was like, "I'm at that stage where I got to think about my family and my health and stuff." And yeah. So from what I remember, this might be his last one.
It's pretty late to be thinking about that, though.
Oh yeah, you had a family this whole time, bro. Like,
if he would have called it, I know he always wanted, but if he would have called it back in 2016 when he lost for the featherweight championship to Jose Aldo, hindsight's a beautiful thing. But if he would have called it there, he would have had 6 years of not taking these absolute floggings, and he always fights top fighters.
yeah, and look, great. He's great fighter. You got to respect him, but you know. It is what it is. He's old now. He's taken some bad beatings. I think it's for the best that he chucks the glove in the cage. And
So you think they're giving him Chris to get the win? Chris would be the toughest unranked fighter and probably one of the most experienced unranked fighters. What are the odds? What are the odds here? Can't say. I'm guessing Frankie's a favourite, but can't see him being a heavy favourite.
No. Frankie's a heavy underdog. $278 he's paying. Chris is $1.45. I can't see Frankie winning this.
No. I don't know how. Chris has got a chin.
Yeah, and he's good. Chris is a good fighter. He's got good hands. He's decent on the ground.
How old is Chris? Chris is only 31.
Yeah.
I think Chris has got this. It's going to be sad to see Frankie go out, but the thing is, if Frankie wins and wins well, what do you think? One more? A lot of fighters do, don't they?
I reckon he's the type of fighter to think one more.
Delusional. All right. We're getting up to the juice now. The juice. Lightweight, Dustin, the forgotten man, Poirier. He has been forgotten.
Yeah.
He's just around there, but I don't think, even if he won the title, if he wins the title at some point, he'll never be considered one of the greats, even though he's done so much.
Well, he had the interim title, but I don't know if you count that. But.
No. I reckon they should be silver.
Oh, yeah. They shouldn't be the same as the other belts.
Nah, not at all. All right, so you got Dustin, ranked 2.
Yeah.
His 2 wins over Connor actually helped him out there against Michael Chandler, ranked 5. Dustin, decent downgrade. Decent ground game. Jesus. But downgrade. Ground game.
Yeah.
But now just goes for the KO. He loves those hands, doesn't he?
He's a good boxer. One of the best in the UFC.
I think with Connor, if he would have taken Connor down, he finished him both times. I mean, second one, obviously, with a broken foot.
Yeah.
But I think he could have finished Connor on the ground.
Oh, probably, yeah.
You weren't confident with Connor in that second one.
In the second one, I believe I actually backed Connor, I think.
Mm.
And oh, maybe not. I don't remember. But I remember not doubting Connor. In the first one, I picked Connor, and then that went to shit. But the second one, that leg break was unfortunate. So
I think Poirier was winning that fight prior to the leg break.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Let's get on to this. What am I doing here? Okay, last 10 fights. Have a look at Dustin Poirier's last 10 fights.
Animals.
Absolute savages from here. from that illegal knee that was a no contest.
Yeah.
This is before Pettis went bad. Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez beat him. Max Holloway. His only losses are that rear naked choke.
To Khabib, yeah.
Both title shots. He just cannot get over the line, can he?
Yep.
A win over either of those two would have been
huge,
incredible.
But who beats Khabib? You know, like can't fault him.
Gleason's
about that's. You know what? Never mind.
He just can't win. He's been subbed by Khabib. He's only 33.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier is only 33 years old, but he has taken some shots.
Yeah.
But he's got a chin. He's got a good looking misses, so he's doing well. Chandler. You want to take Chandler?
Yeah, 5th fight in the UFC in less than 2 years in the organisation. That's huge, hey? That is awesome. He's a company man.
He is very, very good. 5th fight in less than 2 years.
Yep. Lost by KO to Charles, obviously, and the UD to Justin Gaethje. But what a fight that was.
Against Gaethje.
Yeah, he didn't fight very smart, but he entertained us, so that's good.
The recovery. On someone that was knocked out by Charles, like he was.
Yeah.
He's been knocked out in his Bellator days, you know, obviously like Patricio and those kind of guys, and then was just taking everything off Justin, getting dropped and getting straight back up and hands down, saying, let's go again.
It's true. Yeah, and then he kicked Tony's face off.
Kicked it off.
Which was heartbreaking. They still show that highlight, and I just can't watch it. It just hurts too much.
A front kick to the face, KO, against someone who's clearly
never
that
been
much
knocked out.
and Chandler was a fair bit shorter than Tony.
Yeah.
And Tony was confident.
Yeah, he came in because what happened in the second round? I'm pretty sure Tony was winning that fight.
I think Tony was up. I reckon it was close, but I think Tony was up.
Yeah.
And I think that if it went to the cards, they would have given it to Tony.
Yep. I think so as well. And then just bam, right on the chin.
It was a beautiful kick.
It was a beautiful kick.
And there was no follow-up. It was just he was out before he hit the ground.
All class.
Imagine that. Imagine getting hit.
Just up.
It'd break your jaw, surely.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this one, the good thing is, I believe this one, even though they're both good on the ground, I reckon this is going to stay on the feet.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Dustin isn't that much taller, 5'9", so he's got 3 inches. Okay, this is what I did find funny, is have a look here. I think Chandler's the only time I've seen them put a half in his height. He's 5'6.5".
Yeah. I'm taller than him. That's crazy.
That sounds like, you know, when your kids say, how old are you? You go, I'm 7. He goes, no, I'm 7.5.
Yeah.
This is Chandler going, I'm 5'6.5". You're 5'6", mate. Just round up for 5'7". That's fair. Some of these heights are questionable as well. You see them standing face off. They're not the same height.
Oh, yeah, no.
Do you know Chandler's got lost to Gregor Gillespie?
No way.
He does.
Was it like a wrestling?
It's not important. He's still got a loss,
Oh, so it was right. Okay.
Back in 2009, he's got the gift. Why isn't he fighting? He's driving me nuts. How about some odds for this one, Alger?
Yes.
I'm going to go Poirier is the favourite.
Yep. $1.45. Michael's $2.78.
I'm going Chandler.
Exact same odds as Frankie and Guitierrez. You're going Chandler?
I think I like a juicy bet, and I do like the underdog. For some reason, I suddenly favour the underdog every single time.
I know you do, especially on the main cards.
I can see that's why I don't have the belt. And can you believe Alex got that belt?
Bastard.
God, I can't stand that guy. I haven't even put the mark in yet against his name.
Yeah, man, you're dominating though, hey.
I had a good run. No cheating. Alec was doing the tips. Like, we were sitting there the other night commentating that boxing, and he goes, I haven't done my tips. And I said, well, you got to 4 a.m. And then he's just sitting there, and the fights are just about to start, and he's there making his tips, and he won.
That's crazy.
Makes me sick.
I hate that I was dominating for so long, and then you got so lucky.
I went on a beautiful run, 5. I got 5 in a row. I think Chandler, come to think of it, no, I'm going to go against what I just said. I reckon Chandler's going to take this to the ground.
Yeah.
I think Chandler will. I know Poirier is very good on the ground, but I think Poirier is training to just watch out for the blitz, to counter, and I think Chandler's going to shoot, and I reckon Chandler's going to take him down.
I don't know if it's going to happen like that, but I'm going to go Chandler.
Is it a 3-rounder? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, 3-rounder.
Yeah.
You're going to go Chandler as well?
Yeah, it's just he's one of those fighters that in the UFC so far, he's been very unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get from him. Or, like, you know what you're going to get from him, but is it going to work? You know? I think in this fight, I think the matchup favours him. I think this will be good for him.
Good for Chandler.
Yeah.
I know he's dropped 2 in the UFC.
Yeah.
But if you have a look, he had that fight again. He had the belt. He had the belt against Charles.
Yeah.
And somehow lost it. And with Gaethje, he just kept coming at him.
Yeah, exactly.
And had Gaethje in trouble a few times.
He did, and he could have been disciplined and stayed on his game plan, but in the end, he just said fuck it and just went out there and fought like an idiot.
Very controlled by the crowd, I found Chandler.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He wants to put on a show.
Yeah.
He's just so entertaining, isn't he?
I love him. He can cut a promo better than anyone.
Oh, he's so good. I was off him when he came in. I didn't like him,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
remember.
I'm definitely on the train now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way in his last fight, it wasn't his. What was his last fight again? Who did he verse?
Tony. Kicked Tony's face off.
That's right. Yeah. In the promo for that at the end, the way he like stops after he's finished talking and then he goes, "I've got one thing on my mind," and then he's like, Conor McGregor. Oh man,
so
goosebumps.
So he knows he's got all this rehearsed beforehand, but to have the peace of mind to say that as well.
Yeah, after just going through a war with someone, like
because there's someone, I'm not going to mention where, but I was talking to someone recently who had just been in a combat sport event. And this person, I said to this person, great job, well done, you did an excellent job. And this person said to me, and this was a little bit worrying, I guess. They said to me, I don't remember any of the fight.
Yeah, that's...
They said, I know I won, but I can't remember anything that happened.
Yeah.
And I went, Jesus.
Yeah, I think that is so normal, though. Like, I swear I've heard multiple UFC fighters say that.
That can't be
like,
good.
When you're in there and then you're out, you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't think it's like a CTE thing or anything. I think it's just you're in that moment and you're so focused that all of a sudden it's like you step into like another realm once it's finished.
Yeah.
And you're like, where was I just then? What just happened?
Because everything's automatic.
Yeah.
You don't even have to
But it's
think.
also like you got to realize that it's like you're in a situation where every one of your senses is in overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
And that primal survival instinct that we all have as humans is kicking in, and it's fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
And you have to fight.
You have
to.
to.
So I think when we go into that mode and that adrenaline is pumping, afterwards, once you kind of get back into reality and you've calmed down a bit, it's like you almost can't believe. It doesn't feel like nothing. It doesn't feel like anything happened.
No.
Yeah, really strange.
Imagine all your senses hyped and your sense of smell is hyped and you're fighting Clay Guida. Oh, my God. I would keel over.
Clay Guida, a legend, but he annoys me so much.
He's going hard on Clay. All right, co-main. Who we got?
We got Carla Esparza versus
the new champ, Zaylee Wang or Wang Zaylee.
Yep, she is going to put on a clinic.
Esparza's ground game is exceptional. Best in the division. That's what I believe. I think Zhang is too tough. I've seen people try to take Zhang before, and she's just shoved him off.
Yep. Did you see Zhang pick up Ngannou the other day? She picked him up.
Really?
Yeah. I think she put it on her Instagram.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. She just goes up to him and grabs him and lifts him up.
What would he be weighing now?
He's like 290 or something. Like,
she's just all power, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's got no injuries.
Yep, and she is, no injuries, super healthy, but she is just so good everywhere. She can strike, she can wrestle, she could probably jump, like throw some BJJ in there if she needed to. And her ground and pound is amazing as well. So I think this is an easy night in the office for her, to be honest.
Probably, I reckon she'd have to be favourite. Is she favourite?
Yeah, huge favourite. $1.26.
The first time I really saw Carla Esparza fight was when she early in the UFC when Joanna Jacek took the belt off her, just absolutely teed off on her, and then she fought a bit, and then I saw her against Tatiana Suarez, who just dominated her as well. Since then, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gone 6-0.
Yeah.
She beat Rose in probably. Do you think that was the worst title fight you've ever seen?
That was the worst fight I've ever seen.
Worse than Derek Lewis against Ngannou?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's because of the stakes, and it was 5 rounds.
Yeah.
It was 5 rounds of
It
garbage.
was just so boring.
That's one where she didn't beat Rose to become the champ.
Yeah, that's another one. Exactly. That could have gone anyway.
It was the takedown. It was the takedown.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was something. That was a terrible round. That was a terrible fight.
Yep, I agree.
And yeah, I think Esparza, who's had the belt, this is the second time. I think she's going to get done by Weili Zhang with absolutely no dramas here. And then, who fights Weili Zhang? Rose?
Oh.
Who else is in there? Let's have a look at this division.
Do you give it to Rose? I don't know. Marina Rodriguez. Oh wait, no. She lost on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you can't give it to her.
By the way, Manon Poirier's jump 5.
Yeah.
She deserves that. That was a good win over Chikagian.
She's
very good. There's no one else. Jesus Christ. There's no one else in that division that besides Rose.
Yeah.
Because Zhang's going to win it, and then Rose is the only one to fight her.
And we do not want to see Rose versus Carla again.
No.
Maybe maybe Jan Janan or whatever versus Carla when she loses. And the winner of that takes on Zhang.
Zhang Weili.
Yeah.
It's Carla's eyelashes that get me. They're just way too long.
Have you seen?
She looks like, honestly, look at that photo. It looks like she's got no eyes.
Have you seen the video? I think I sent it in the group chat ages ago of it's like MMA transvestigation.
Be very careful here. I don't want to have to edit this bit out.
No, it's nothing. I'm not going to say anything bad. It's just the whole thing of they don't even say anything in the video. They just have photos and stuff. But it's how the top MMA fighters that are in the women's division are secretly men, and they've transitioned.
Really?
Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But there's a few photos of some of those fighters where I'm from a while ago.
Oh, back in the day, before USADA came on board, there were some very questionable fighters.
Where I was like, holy crap.
You can see it. You can see why they do it.
Yeah.
Fallon Fox.
Yeah.
They allowed her. She broke that woman's skull with that knee.
I remember that. And then, who was it that beat her? What's her name? She has the side of her head
She got done for. She just got done for PEDS recently. Yeah. Ashley Evans Smith.
That's the one.
She's got 14 months out. Bobby Green got done.
Yeah.
Got 6 months. Any cuts that we haven't seen? No, I sent you this the other day. Magomed, that's rough.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough.
Jesse, poor Jesse.
Onto Veros, he should have been gone a long time ago.
Jotko?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I thought that was a bit rough on him.
Yeah. He provides some good fights.
He was good. He was a good fighter. Now let's go back to this. So we're both going Zhang Weili Zhang?
Yeah, absolutely.
How are we looking for some mods, Elja?
So $1.26 for Weili Zhang, $3.90 for Carla.
$3.90 for the champ.
Yeah.
That is saying something.
Yeah.
Is there a chance Carla pulls this off?
No. No. An asteroid.
Alex said that the other night.
What, during the fight?
He said it sometime during it. We were talking or something. And
yes.
I think the fights were that close the other night at boxing. I don't think
it applied.
Something happened, and it may have been due to the injuries that there was in fight 1 that he said. But don't forget, an asteroid could come in. Beautiful. Main event time. Let's go. Israel Adesanya, spelt with an H, against Alex Pereira.
This is a good fight.
I didn't even do any research because we know so much about these two. Let me just get these two up first up.
I want to, right off the bat, I want to ask you, who are you going with?
Going for Alex.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Different sport now.
There has never been a fighter against Izzy. Everyone is just assuming Alex is going to get this done because he knocked him out twice in a different sport.
Yeah. Well, he knocked him out once and then beat him on decision the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's knocked him out in a completely different sport. God knows how many years ago.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, can I have some odds first up, please?
Yeah. So Alex Pereira is the underdog, $2.53.
Yeah, that's fair.
Izzy is $1.52. Good value.
I think it's because of what he's done to him before, and I think people just put too much on something that happened so long ago.
I agree.
And I think Izzy is extremely good. But I'm not a fan of Izzy as only because of what he did to Rob Whittaker. In the sense of I'm a massive fan of his skill and his ability. Yeah. He is an incredible fighter. Yep. And I don't like him because I wish that Rob had his skill. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, in a way, I completely respect his ability, but I'm just, because I'm a Rob fan and I can't help it be a little bit one-sided. What is it? If Izzy wins, this division is done.
You think so? He's cleared out the division?
He has cleared out. It's going to be like when John Jones. Remember John Jones a few years ago, where he'd beaten absolutely everyone, and he started fighting to win on points. Yeah. GSP was always very exciting, but GSP did the same, beat everyone, and then all it was who's going to come up next and get dominated for 5 rounds. Yeah. Because you have a look at Izzy. This is just going down the list here. If he gets this win over Alex Faeda. So he's beaten Rob twice, recently beat Cannonier, beat Vettori twice. I know that first one was a split, but remember Chris...
Oh, no, but Chris he won that. He won that, absolutely.
Chris Lee was a judge. Yeah. I reckon Chris Lee may have been a judge the other night.
No, I was looking at...
He commentated as well.
The only people in those rankings that would take on Izzy that we haven't seen, but still have so much work to do, Andre Muniz and Jerkus Duplessis, or however you say that name.
Dricus.
I think he gets up over Darren Till because he's got that fight coming up. But yeah, I mean, those are the only 2 people in that division that still have to make their way up still and then take on Izzy. Everyone else we've seen, Sean Strickland's not going to be fighting Izzy because he just lost to Pereira.
I don't think Dricus would stand a chance against Izzy.
I don't think so either.
Because Dricus is the ultimate blitz guy and Izzy is the ultimate counter. Yeah. Izzy would absolutely light him up. Yeah. And who else in there? So he's beaten Vettori. If he wins, he's beaten Pereira, beaten Brunson, beaten Costa. Sean Strickland lost to Pereira. Jack Manson isn't
not in that discussion. No. Andre Muniz is the other guy that has some work to do, but he could make his way up to Izzy.
Is he fighting Uriah Hall, or has he beaten Uriah Hall?
No, he's beaten Uriah Hall.
Oh, that's it. That was a recent one.
Yeah, Uriah's a boxer now.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
He's 6'1". Something about this fight that's going to be a bit different is I'm pretty sure Alex is 6'4" as well. He is. Same height.
Whoa.
Same height as Izzy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to... Pereira cut some weight, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's huge.
He's mad as a cut snake as well. He's got power in his hands that I haven't seen. To do that to Sean Strickland... Yeah. He stands very square, though.
That fight pissed me off so much.
I killed your multi. He's a kickboxer, but I find he stands quite square.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a... it's an interesting style for a kickboxer.
Yeah, because Sean Strickland was very square. Yeah. And I think that brought him around a bit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, anyway, Israel... what has Pereira done? So Pereira lost his first. I was back in Jungle Fight. That was ages ago. So he's done very well. I think because Izzy has beaten everyone else in the division, and Pereira does have this win over Izzy. I think that's the only reason he's getting a title shot.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, and it's the narrative. Like, it's the story that the UFC want to follow, you know?
I've spoken to a few people who are Izzy fans, and they said this is the only one we're nervous for.
Yeah, I'm nervous for it. I'm an Izzy fan. I'm pretty nervous for it.
Do you think he's going to get done?
Nah, I think I'm going to stick with Izzy on it. My heart is saying Izzy.
I think Izzy's the far better fighter.
Yeah. I think he's the better MMA fighter.
Yeah, but Stipe was a better MMA fighter than Ngannou.
Yeah. Well, he won the first fight.
Yeah.
But Ngannou, by the time that Ngannou won against Stipe, he had a few years of building to do, you know, and he did it, and he made adjustments.
Because Pereira's only had 7 MMA fights. Yeah. Whereas how many has Izzy got? Let's have a look. She's 24. Yeah. That's a massive difference.
I'm gonna go with Izzy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of his ground game for once, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, why not? Why not just like, you don't have to keep this standing in this sport now. You're not in kickboxing. Take advantage of it.
Have you ever seen Izzy take someone down?
No, but, I mean, I don't know. Purple belt in... I think it's brown belt now in jiu-jitsu.
Propaganda.
No, actually, maybe it's a purple belt still.
Purple belt.
Alex Pereira, I mean, look, you shouldn't do MMA maths, and I know Alex has gotten better, but in his first fight...
Alex shouldn't do maths.
Yeah,
sorry, I thought you were about Alec De Silva.
Should not do any form of comprehension or anything. Alex Pereira, in his first fight, he, like, in that first round, he struggled a little bit. I know it was his debut, but he struggled with getting Nicolae or whatever his name was off of him. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like he's only had a few fights in the UFC. It takes more than that to get better at ground game in MMA. And Izzy's been around for a long time now.
Izzy has adjusted.
Yep.
And I can see Izzy just keeping a lot of distance. And I think because Pereira's got to be looking for that big left hand to put him to sleep.
Yep.
And I think if Izzy just frustrates him.
Yeah.
What's Pereira's gas tank like?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know, but...
He hasn't really been tested, has he?
He looks fit.
Has he gone? He went 3 rounds with Bruno Silva.
Yeah.
That's right. He did quite well there.
Yeah. I'm going Izzy in this one, Brad.
I think the height is what got it. Is the height advantage has been Izzy's massive thing. But how are they looking for reach? Let's have a look at the reach on these guys.
I think it's pretty similar.
So reach, Izzy's got an 80-inch reach and Fajeda 79. So about the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Alex.
Yeah, I can see why. I understand.
Okay, so with this division in itself, okay, so if Pereira wins, Izzy's obviously got to get the immediate rematch.
Yep.
So he'll get that done. If Izzy wins, the division is done. The division is done. He's got to go
up. Or...
Could he go down?
No way. I don't think Izzy can go down.
I don't think he go down.
I don't think he has the weight to cut anymore after beyond middleweight.
I think he'd be very comfortable light heavy.
Yeah, but those are some... I don't know. We saw him against Jan, and obviously Jan is a freak of nature, but...
That's a massive step up, isn't it?
Mate, yeah. Like, in terms of weight, and remember, Izzy came into that, like, 10 pounds lighter than Jan. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like middleweight, he's just going to have to stay there, to be honest.
He is, but that division's just done.
Yeah.
Someone's going to have to come up and try to face him.
Yeah.
But who can? Like, really, who? I tell you who I think would be interesting is Wonder Boy against him.
Oh,
only because of the styles.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I think Izzy would get it done, but I think Thompson would definitely push him a lot more than other people.
Yeah.
Because Thompson's an excellent striker and a great counter striker.
Yeah.
Bit of a bad run.
I'd love to see Andre Muniz work his way up and get to Izzy.
Really?
I'd love to see that.
So that's it. There's no one else in that division that is even entertaining. Gastelum's down there. How's Gastelum so close? Was so close and then has just dropped his bundle. Yeah. Not dropped his bundle, he's fought some savages.
But he's getting killed out there now, you know? Like,
he is.
Yeah.
He's had his day.
Yeah.
I don't think Darren Till will ever get back up there.
I don't think so either. I think he's done as well.
I think he is.
It's crazy how fast things can change, hey? Especially with the divisions. How many times have, like, just last year, going through these divisions, middleweight was popping off.
Oh, middleweight was the shit. Yeah. Now, it's all over the shop.
Yep.
Jorge was right up there. Yeah. Usman had the belt.
Yep.
Covington yapping up there.
Yeah. Did you see, speaking of Covington, you know Poliana?
Was that real?
I don't know. I hope so.
I don't think it was. I went onto her Twitter. I don't think that was real.
God damn it.
Good on her.
UFC shit posting on Facebook. Just, they get us every time.
And we do it all the time. Some of the stuff we've put on there.
I love the quotes, like the fake quotes. They're so bad.
I think I've done that there. Yeah, I did. That was me. I mean, no, that wasn't me. Someone else put that one up today. Go on to the UFC Grok Republic Facebook or Instagram page and have a laugh. All right, so let's quickly scan over the card. Just a main card.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to go... Hang on, I'll go back to my notes. Here we go, at the top. I'm going to go Hallex. Everything tells me Zhang Weili, but Esparza is the champ. And those odds are juice. Those odds are pure juice. I might go I might throw a Hail Mary main card here.
Jesus.
Alex, Esparza, Chandler, Frankie,
Oh my God.
and Dan Hooker. I can't believe I'm sorry to pick against you, Chris. I know Chris is a big fan of the show and he does watch it each week. Sorry, Chris. I'm actually going to go Frankie the answer. So I'm going to go Hooker, Frankie, Chandler, Esparza, and Fajeda. Who are you going? Hit me.
I'm going Izzy.
Yep.
Weili Zhang.
Yep.
Chandler.
Yeah,
Guitierrez.
Yep.
And Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker.
That's not too bad. Just the main two are different.
There's some fucking great odds on this card.
There's some juice.
Yeah.
Is it still only the single odds? It is early in the week. It's only a Tuesday.
just single odds. But just to go through them real quick, so in the prelims, Carlos, Ulberg, and Nicolae. Nicolae's paying $2 He could very well win this fight.
Not as much juice as I like, but keep going.
Then you've got Karolina versus Silvana Gomez, and it's Karolina. I mean, sure, she's been around for a long time, but she's not the best anymore. And Silvana has been on a tear. She's an underdog, paying $2. Silvana.
Juice.
Then you got Matt Frivola and Ottman. That's a bit hard to call. It's a pick 'em. They're paying $2 each, so whatever.
Matt.
But this is the one that gets me. Wellington, Turman, and Andre Petroski. Wellington's $278. I like
That's free money.
chances.
That is free money.
And then the other huge one.
if I could reach that cash cannon, I would fire it. You want to fire it?
Is there anything in it?
I think so. Just fire it that way because I don't want to pick it up. Press the button.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, don't press it again. It's too hard to pick up that money. Put it down.
I'm sorry.
My kids just... There you go.
Yeah. The other huge one, Dominick, Reyes, and Ryan Spann. Dominick has not won in a couple years.
Yeah.
Ryan Spann won his last fight, and he's paying $278.
Ryan Spann's very, very good. Yes. He lost to a I'll just chuck it down there. Ryan Spann lost to Anthony Smith, who was on that night.
Yeah.
And he had Johnny Walker beaten.
Yep.
And then just would not let go of that takedown and just got elbowed and vicious elbows we saw earlier today. Yeah. There is some juice. Molly McCann could pull it out.
She could. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, you just don't know with confidence, do you?
Yeah.
It's going to go one of two ways. It's just going to be upset city and one of the greatest cards of all time with just madness. See, the last card I saw that was just pure madness was UFC 261.
Your eye hole, yeah.
This one here was just absolute madness. That's where the main card. That's where Krut had foot drop.
Yep,
foot drop. Chris Weidman broke his leg. Shevchenko smoked OnlyFans. Who's going to run? Rose did that switch kick and then Usman flatlined Masvidal.
What a card.
I was out of control. After that, even after Valentina, I went, this can't get any better. And then Rose did that, and then Usman did that. Unbelievable. Yeah. This card has the potential to be pure juice.
Yeah.
As long as this main card, everyone doesn't fight safe to get the win.
Yeah. I don't think they will.
It's going to be sellout Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be juice. It's going to be juice. Well, that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
2 hours 7. That's not too bad for us.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because the peanut's not here. We've got any shout outs today? Oh, do you know who I haven't mentioned once today that I normally mention 50 times? I'll give you a clue. They've got they've got a stats based algorithm. You know who that is?
Is that D5K stats?
That's D5K stats. D5K. I usually say DK5, but it's D5K. I did give them a shout out at the boxing the other night. I slipped that in. No one knew. Dana Zavora from Foxtel. Who else? Osbright Electrical and Osbright Electrical Solutions. There's a hat back there. Shout out to Mickey Gardner. Shout out to Jody Carhill.
Shout out to the Perth Corporate Rumble.
Just
everyone.
Paul Onofaro with his new calendar. Said he was going to come in here and let me down yet again.
Well, a shout out to Alec and Brad for doing the commentary.
We were delightful. You guys, so good.
You killed it. You guys did such a good job.
Thanks, mate. I do appreciate it. I can't believe someone actually allowed us. Someone took the risk and let me and Alec commentate a full box. It was great, but it was exhausting.
Yeah.
I was done by the end of it.
Yep.
I think it was because I was a bit pumped as well.
Of course, yeah.
I tell you, being that close, being like we could touch the ring.
Yeah.
And when they got in the corner in front of us and started landing bombs,
You get scared, like
I thought Mongy was going to come through the ring through the ropes at one point. That's the only time, but it's a different story when you're up close.
What was it like when you were in there and you took the photo with Alec? Was it strange being in the ring?
Oh, at the start, that was right at the end. Yeah, it is. It's quite odd to get in. The ropes aren't soft.
Yeah.
The ropes are, I think, a metal chain wrapped in. I think that's a standard.
Yeah.
Just for strength, wrapped in padding, so they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But the ring, getting in, as soon as you get in there, it's a very odd feeling. The ring's quite soft, like it's like a sponge. Obviously, they're not going to do it on concrete because you're going to hit your
I know
head.
what you mean. Yeah,
but
it's not like a trampoline, but it's
it's got a bit of give in it.
Yeah,
but it was quite odd. I'll put a photo up. We looked absolutely outstanding.
Yeah,
Black tie, I know we do. We look great. Hopefully, we'll get the call up for the April Perth Corp Rumble. No doubt we will because we dominated. All right, that's it. Anyone else we forgot? Shout out to Alec who's in Vietnam at the moment.
Yeah, fighting the war or whatever.
D5K stats.
And Magic
DK5 stats, D5K stats. Jesus Christ. Tab touch. Anyone else? There's another
Manscaped.
guy. We need to get a sponsor. Everlast. I was going to have a talk to those boys about sponsoring. It didn't happen. But that's about it, mate.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in, and thank you for everyone for listening. I'll hopefully get this up by Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Get that done. And, send in your tips. Oh, yeah, we got heaps of posters as well. So send in your tips. Whoever gets the best tips gets a signed UFC 282 poster, signed by us. It is going to be signed, okay? It's going to be sought after, but I don't want to see it on eBay, as everyone
or
does.
at Cash Converters.
Imagine eBay. Imagine going on eBay and seeing our signatures. Jesus Christ.
That'd be awesome.
Good luck with that. All right, thanks, everyone, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, like and subscribe.